So in part of object-oriented programming, I will do a one project in front of you today. So with the help of that project, we learn about the Python object-oriented programming in more detail also. Okay. So for that reason, I need to share my screen. So here, this is the part of object-oriented programming project part, and here OOP is I can say OOP is a fundamental to becoming a good Python programmer. So let's get some extra practice with building a game. So basically we are here using the upper OOPS concept which we have learned uh, before this session. Okay, so almost two session I covered on OOP, object oriented programming, and the class method we have used. So we will apply that method here. So let's get some extra practice by building a game. So this is a card game. Okay, so there is one deck of card. In this game there are two player. One is user, that is you, and another is second player is computer. So computer will also play with you. So these things we can do with the help of Python and AI. So we can interact with our digital devices. So that's why Python learning is very important. And through this game, you can also understand, because by doing this game, when we will do this game, we will feel like that we are interacting, we are playing with one another person. Okay. So for that reason, I need to go to that file, part3 of project.py. Okay. So I will go later. Okay. So first of all, I will show you the project file, and by seeing that project file, you can also attempt this project on your own because you have already understanding of object-oriented programming. So let me show you the project file. So this is the project file actually. Here we can see. So welcome to your OOP project. So you need to understand this properly. For this project, you will be using OOP to create a card game. So this for this project, we will use the OOPS concept, or basically it is a card game. This card game will be the card game War for two players. So War is this is the War for two players. So you and the computer that I already mentioned. If you don't know how to play War, here are the basic rules that need to follow. So particularly when you are playing any game, you need to follow the rules of that game, whether it will be table tennis or badminton or anything. So here also there is some rules. So the deck is divided evenly. Evenly means 26 and 26, with each player representing 26 card, and deal one at a time face down. Okay, so in front of me, yeah, you are a user. There is 26 card that is face down, and there is another person that is computer in front of that also face down 26 कार्ड एनीवन may deal first, और कोई भी स्टार्ट कर सकता है स्टार्टिंग में. each player plays his stack of card face down, and हर एक के कार्ड face down होंगे in front of everyone. The game, how can we play game? So we will play game it's on the basis of that each player turns up a card at the same time, and the player with the higher card takes both cards and puts them. So each player turns up and open the card similar time in a similar time. If one person have the highest number on the card, then those person will take the lowest numbers cards and put them in bottom of this stack. So if the cards are same rank, it is war. Means if both the numbers are same, it is a war. So each player turns up three cards face down and one card face up. Okay. So the player with the higher cards takes both piles. Okay. So it this also will possible if one person up the two cards and combining the values of that two card is is less than the one card only. So that one card will take the both of the card. Okay. So the player with the highest cards takes both. piles. That's 6 cards. So if turned up card are again the same rank, each player places another card face down and turns another card face up. If the turn up cards are again the same rank, okay. So अगर सेम रैंक के हैं तो each player plays another card face down and turns another card face up. So the player with the higher card takes all 10 cards. So these are number increasing and so on. So there are some more variation on this, but we will keep it simple for you now. ओके, सो बेसिकली हो क्या रहा है कि जो सेम सेम कार्ड आ रहे हैं उनको वो साइड में रखेंगे और फिर नेक्स्ट कार्ड को चूज करेंगे, उसकी बेसिस पर दोनों के कंबाइन करके अगर वैल्यू जिसकी बड़ी आएगी तो वो उसको मिल जाएंगे, दूसरे वाले को जिसकी बड़ी वैल्यू आएगी वो सारे कार्ड्स। और अगर सेम आती रही तो वो कार्ड अप करते जाएंगे। सो देयर आर मोर वेरिएशंस ऑन दिस, बट वी विल कीप इट सिंपल फॉर नाउ। ओके, सो you can go to this card game Wikipedia link, okay, for this. And now this is the code of that file. So we'll start, we need to import the shuffle. Okay, shuffle we need to import because we need to shuffle the deck. So two useful variables for creating cards. One is suit and another is ranks. Okay, so we can split the face card and then we can split the these cards. Okay, so there are two things: class deck we will create, and class hand we will create, and class player we will create. Three class we will create, and first class, this is the deck class, and this object will create a deck of cards to initiate play. Basically, this class will create the 52 cards जो हम play करने के लिए use करेंगे. You can then use this deck list of cards to split in half and give it to the players. और split का work ये dot split जो method है वो करेगा. Okay, it will use suite and ranks to create the deck. It's okay, and yeah, suites and ranks for splitting. So it should also have a method for splitting or cutting the deck in half and shuffling the deck. Okay, then we'll pass the this class. Another, we'll use the class hand. This is the hand class. Each player has a one hand and can add or more remove cards from that hand. So this class will work like that. So there should be an odd or an add and remove card method here also. So adding means adding the card into the deck, and removing means removing the card up on to up on from up to the deck. So we have player. This is the player class which takes in a name and an instance of a hand class object, the player name basically. So the player can then play cards and check if they still have cards or not. Okay. If one player have no card at the end, then other player will won the war. So this is the gameplay. So it will start from here. Print. Welcome to war and let's begin. So this is the game you can try by yourself. Okay. By making the class. So let me go to the solution part of this game. So solution is this. So here, in every class we will make our own constructor. So here also we'll make constructor. Here also we'll make constructor, and here also we'll make constructor. So constructor basically make the blueprint. So here creating new ordered deck, that is ordered, not a shuffle. So all cards self dot all cards will create S comma R for S in suite for R in ranks. So S will be from the suite and R will be from the ranks. So there are two types of card. So this pair will be made, okay? Or this type of pair of all cards will be made. Then we will do shuffle function. Okay, the shuffle function is shuffling deck. So shuffle dot all cards. So all cards created and we need to shuffle that. Now split in half. So this function will work split in half. Okay. So self dot all cards then it will split from 1 to 26, then 26 to end 52. So this type of indexing we already told you how to use the indexing method to the list. So this is the hand class, and in the hand class we will create a cards, and the cards is this, because every hand will take the cards. There is a string method, str method. It will format a string contains this cards, means uh, this will handle how many cards are remaining to the player. So at real time, then add will add the cards in this uh, cards. Okay, in this cards, add will add the cards, and remove will remove the cards from the same. Okay, and player, these are the player name of the player and hand of the player. Here we will take care of that name of the player and hand of the player. Play cards. So play cards used to draw cards, self dot hand remove cards. So when you play the cards, so when you draw cards, you will use this method. First you need self dot hand. So which hand is removing card, then it will take drawn card. Then this has placed this, means name of the person will go to the first block, and the drawn card will go to the this block. Okay, so it will tell you about this card will be drawn by player. Okay, so if there is one remove card and it still has cards option, so var cards will store into this empty list, and here this will tell the length of the card var cards. Okay, if x in range 3, so then var cards dot append, you will need to append the cards. You need to pop the cards from the particular hand, and you need to append the var cards. So that will store, and it will still has cards. This function will return if player still has cards. It will check actually. It will check if the cards are remaining or not. Okay. So here we will make a object, because different classes we already made. We need to call that classes. So here is the gameplay. So here we will say welcome to the war. Let's begin. So create a new deck and split in half. So that D equal to deck. This will create a new deck. This will call the deck class. This one, one, and D dot shuffle. Basically, I am calling the function shuffle inside the deck class. So half one and half two. These are split into half. Then create both player. So this is the object comp. This will create the both player name computer and half one. And what is your name player? Then player name comma this next user. So computer is the one player and user is the next player. Okay. Then round. Total round abhi 0. War round 0. So let's play. Right. So we will use the while loop here. Okay. So that is basically this is the game, and this is very difficult. You need to focus on the syntax of the Python and what the thing they have created only. You not think like that we will create this type of games by without seeing anything with your mind. You can create these types of things, these types of programs. You cannot create right now, but you need to do practice to make such type of applications, such type of files. Okay, so this is the starting of your advanced Python. So here we need to make the rounds, and we use the while method. Okay, so basically in the while user dot still has card and computer also has card. If both the things are true, while will start. If the one thing is false, then all false, and loop will stop. The total cards will be added. Okay, this time for a new round. Every time. Here are the current standings. Name, count, this user. तो ये दोनों प्रिंट्स जो हैं यूजर्स के जो नंबर्स हैं कार्ड्स के उनको प्रिंट करेंगे पार्टिकुलर नेम से. So it will tell both player play a card. Then total cards on table represented by list. So then C card and P card. Then this is the actually this will C card will be the computer play card and P card will be the user play card. So then we need to add the card and tables. Okay, so table cards basically will and add the each card. So C card is this if दोनों की कार्ड्स बराबर हैं C कार्ड में P कार्ड तो वार काउंट फिर से होगा देन वी हैव अ मैच टाइम फॉर वार तो यहाँ पे मैच होगा we will match both computer and user and each player removes 3 cards face down and then 1 card face up. Okay, then user then फिर से टोटल वो टोटल कार्ड्स एक्सटेंड करेंगे वी रिमूव करेंगे कार्ड्स को इज वन बाई वन देन वी विल स्टोर द कार्ड्स देन वी विल अपेंड द कार्ड्स देन फिर चेक करेंगे who had higher rank. So this is the important logic of the game actually. This part, this part will check which have the higher number. Okay, on the basis of that, it will add the cards on that part. Okay, and they particularly are adding the cards in that part. Okay, so check to see who had higher rank. Then here, this is the if condition C card equal to P card, and this is the if else statement of that card. If C cards or P cards is not equal, then we will go to this part. We'll see who have the highest card. Okay. So on the basis of that, we will also add. Okay. Then great game. It lasted and the total rounds इतने हुए game में and a war occurred. A war count this times. Okay. So this will tell you the highest number of cards last में कितने किसके पास बचे and this will tell you the total round and total war. So this is the complex code of Python for representing any game and you can try to do this game by seeing inside that video. You can write the code in on your own. Then you can understand the things by writing the code in each class by your own. Okay. So this types of questions, this types of things are actually the most complex things. Okay, we have completed this part and